Well, hello, greetings, and welcome to our neighborhood. Um, I intend this channel to basically be advocacy of the. I don't know how to phrase it, but advocacy of like basically solutions to hard problems in medicine and such, like mental health. Uh, I want this channel to be about mental health advocacy because not all patients are treated well at all. I could give you a lot of examples. I probably will. I've been in psych hospitals for approximately 6 months, 9 months maybe, um, and I have been to hospitals somewhere around 25 or 30 times for about 3 days each. The longest one was 3 weeks. The 3 weeks one was tough because they don't let you go just if you're gonna be homeless. So I had to wait to find housing. Apparently, I don't remember. I've been to like Saint Helena and Napa, been to San Jose, been San Leandro. I mean, Heritage Oaks in Sacramento. Just I don't know. I don't know what's holding this. It feels like an egg that has been shattered, and I'm slowly rebuilding the self, but with a new spark to it, and that's how it is. There's just a new spark, and I might have to close off another chapter and say this is a new chapter. That would be fine. And So I would like to see a little bit more participation. If you could, you know, give me a like or some shit, or subscribe maybe, or we do have some subscribers recently, and thank you for subscribing. I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers, and at that point, I can monetize my videos. Um, I can't give you a cut of that, but please subscribe. You can always unsubscribe in a few weeks or tomorrow. But no, my channel, you can find it at youtube.com/AT, the number one, WITH, the number zero. At one with zero. That's my full name. Actually, I have a birth name. It wasn't at one with zero, but being at one with zero is definitely being at one with nothing is not at one with birth records, birth times. What's really important, what's the essence, of something, is true self, soul, you know. And I remember my YouTube channel started off because I was getting these image of the God having a soul, and I guess that soul would be the Holy Spirit, and maybe Christ connected to two. I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's any chance of a human really knowing. You could think you're channeling, but maybe you're just imagining things. Your ego will normally taint the upload. Download is when they take away, and upload is when they put it in data, basically, by slightly changing your structures. Because they can do anything. They can make our planet disappear like that. No, there's no warning. We could all be dead in 10 seconds. But we would be erased from human existence. I mean, we never would have existed, but we do exist now. So I think we're good. At least for another couple billion years. I tried to work for the government. Let's see, one. I didn't try FBI because I think FBI is bullshit. I mean, no, I respect it, but I just think there's corruption in it. Oh, institutionalized corruption, like baked into the FBI. I think it's just too much scandalous to be reliable anymore. I guess it's the best we've got, except for DHS. I probably am on DHS's watch list because I went to Oakland International Airport and got onto the tarmac and almost climbed a fence to get into a plane as a stowaway. And I was caught up and they sent me to the hospital because I was clearly psychotic. I thought I was going to advise President Bush to not invade Iraq. This was December of 2012, and it was right after 9/11. So I got on the tarmac, and after 9/11 protocols, that's bad. If I had a suicide vest, I'd take out an airplane, and then the fuel in that would take out the whole airport. And if I was a terrorist, I could have done it. But I brought nothing with me. I brought no keys. I didn't know how I was getting home. I brought no money, no wallet, nothing. And I told them my real name, and I told them I'm here to protest. You know, I want to make sure that people see that white people in airports get treated better than dark people. White people just get treated better, And I got treated better by getting on the tarmac. So I hoped to be in the news, but I wasn't. I wasn't in the news. I think because the outcome was a hospital, no one cares about that. Or maybe the airport tried to make it a cover up. I don't know, whatever. I never thought about that before, but it could be a cover up. Because I tried looking for newspaper articles of December of 2012. I think I don't remember if it's the first 2 weeks or second 2 weeks. Probably the first 2 weeks. And this was, Oakland International Airport. I was living in Berkeley at the time, and I suddenly wanted to go on a mission because I used to go on missions where a mission was just get out of the house and walk somewhere. Just get out of the house, walk somewhere, keep walking. And a lot of times I would get lost. And this was before smartphones. So I just have to walk and walk till I find a familiar street, and then I can get home. That was in Berkeley. I haven't thought about Berkeley for a long time. Living there. I moved into Berkeley because I moved out of San Bruno, where I was. Because San Bruno, I tried to kill myself, and I couldn't continue living in that house. So I moved to Berkeley, and I tried to get there on, where I was in San Bruno. I had a lot of income for my rental, my room. I think the rent was $400. I don't remember. This particular event was early 2000s. So I kind of free association here. I think I'm an Aspie, which is someone with Asperger's syndrome. Asperger's syndrome is a form of autism. It is probably describable as high functioning autism, meaning you still have autism, but you can kind of fake your way through, social interactions. Whereas if you have autism, you can't fake it. You just call people asshole, and you know what I'm saying, right? I mean, and so I don't think I'm fully autistic, but Asperger's makes sense. I do mathematics, so and I'm obsessed with it. I have a paper I'm writing. I'm just completely obsessed with it. I write a lot, and by that I mean imagine 13 spiral notebooks, all full of writing. That's what I have in my room. I could show you someday, but we'll never get through all of them, and I'll never read it all again. I might read some of it, but no one's gonna see that shit. So the question is, why do I write at all? Um, just because it's gonna pass the time, or because no one's gonna see it except after I'm dead, and then it'll be worth millions, I'm sure. Um, because in addition to mental health advocacy, we're going to talk about advocacy of other groups that are stigmatized, like addicts. They're stigmatized. I'm a dope fiend. I'm sorry to say. I used for about 6 months and then I stopped because I could see that it was ruining my life, and it ruins your life quick. I mean, my life could have been over like a lot of times. I was around like, very dangerous people, and I didn't care. I just cared about my addiction. And I mean, there's some bad fucked up stories that happened when I went to this one house. Um, the house is owned by a fucking child she's a sex offender for child. She is listed on the Megan's Law website. Her name is there. It has a picture of her mugshot, and she lives there. I don't know how the fuck the neighborhood. What kind of neighborhood will allow that? It's a fucked up neighborhood. You don't want to get stranded. You don't want to need a jump start your car in that neighborhood. Even if it's day, you're gonna get a little bit more than a jump, maybe. I wouldn't go there. Again, I used to go there several times. But, you know, so addiction. Oh, it's been about 2 years since I used, by the way. So, I mean, you're not worried about me using it again. And my body is all, good. I didn't fuck it up too badly. My phlebotomist always tells me I have good veins. I'm like, great, that's good. Sorry, I hallucinated. I hallucinated geese flying very slowly, but just their silhouette. And they were going that way. That way. Um, so what else can I tell you? I may have mentioned before that I will be having surgery on my left foot. And doctor said, recovery time will be 1 year. I'm like, fuck. Because I've been in chronic pain for about 5 or 6 years already. And I'm going to have to endure another year of chronic pain. And this pain is probably going to be worse because it's made from a surgery. So I don't know how that's going to work out. At the end of that year, hopefully there'll be no pain. And I won't need painkillers anymore. I have so many painkillers. Like ibuprofen is better for me than Tylenol. Just the way it is. Because it helps with inflammation, whereas Tylenol does not. Tylenol is more for like fevers and pain. I've tested them all. There's no over the counter for nerve damage pain. There is no, yeah, there's not. Not that I found anyway. And yeah, I'm on disability. I have mental disorder. 2 probably PTSD and schizoaffective. Now, this is part of the mental health advocacy. It's really good to know at least what the doctor thinks you are. And the doctor thinks I'm PTSD, and the doctor thinks schizoaffective bipolar type. There's two types of schizoaffective, depressed type and bipolar type. And schizo means split, and then affect means your facial expression. So like right now, my affect is like good, healthy. Yeah, I think 'cause I can see myself with my camera. Anyway, what sucks is I have no one to be there at the surgery with me. No one's available. Like I can't get anyone who would want to go because I've burned all my bridges. I don't mean to, but I just do. I'm trying really hard not to, and for the last couple of people that I met, like at VSL, Nicole, shout out to Nicole, they kind of made it so I wasn't 100% isolated. Because I would just go away to the park every day. Because I didn't like living with 15 dope fiends. And there's some shit. Like, some people were stealing each other's food. Some people were getting drunk on the premises. And it was a SLE, sober living environment. This was in another town. I don't use locations in online stuff. It's in an adjacent county, but it's not the same county. So I started my anger management about this time last year, and I'm gonna graduate in 8 weeks or 6. The instructor said 6, but my probation officer said 8. So I don't know. Either way, it's not much. I mean, it's daunting. 52 weeks. 52. Because you erupted one night, I don't know if the punishment fits the crime in that case. It depends on what you did. I don't think it should be 52 for everyone. It should be like 20 for some people and 60 for some people, fucking. But to say it's 52 sessions and then you'll be all better, like, what I found is a lot of the anger management is basically stories about how anger is bad. How people can really fuck their lives up with anger. And it's like, yeah, I know anger is a danger. I'm dangerous when I'm angry. I've terrified people before in my life, and I didn't mean to. But the way I was going, I would take all the photos on the wall, pick them up and shatter them on the ground, and just ruin everything. Like you see on the movies, like people go like that to their dresser. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like in the trailer, and I was alone, and the animals were getting scared, so I ushered them out. But the animals were getting scared because it was getting noisy. I was just a whirlwind of just destruction. I was trying to hit the walls and, destroy the fucking window, But I didn't do any real damage, but my spouse had to clean up some blood. I didn't realize I cut myself on glass. Apparently I punched a glass photo. And then I went to the hospital then. Yeah. Went to the ER. I got 4 stitches. See that? That's the scar from when I filleted myself. Filleted. I just kept sawing and sawing and sawing, and I could feel the pain of the cutting, and I wanted to shut my voices off because my voices said, "I'm gonna kill your family," and that scared me, and I wanted to kill myself so that I wouldn't kill my family. That was my reason for wanting to die. And then once blood started coming out, I let it go for some time, and I put it under hot water because it does not coagulate in hot water. So don't use that against me though. But yeah, if you use if you use exsanguination as your cause of death, which I don't recommend by the way, because you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Could be worse. It could be better. Could be the same. Whatever. If you want to die though, it's your prerogative. I'll miss you. That's what family should say is, if you want to die, it's your prerogative, but we're gonna miss you anyway. We don't want you to do it, but you're a person, you're a grown ass man, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want with your body. And yes, you can take heroin, as long as you don't fucking blow up, bang to get it or whatever. Peripheral crimes would still definitely be crimes, but just the act of ingesting, and it's like, say, if you're not trafficking, if you're just using um like cocaine, if you have like a gram or two or three, and that's it. You don't have like a stash of like bricks and bricks and bricks. That should be illegal. But personal use, if a woman can have an abortion, I can smoke meth. I think. No one's dying. I'm not killing a fetus. And so I just think the government has a double standard. And I think abortion should be legal. It's tragic. Every abortion is tragic. I think, if I had a partner who I had a baby with and we wanted an abortion, I would hold a funeral for it. No joke. I would hold a funeral for her or him. Probably be too young to know what the sex is for it. This is why I say it, because we wouldn't know the gender. Yeah, time marches on, doesn't it? Obladi, oblata, life goes on. Don't tell anyone I try to sing. Okay. Well, this is gonna go on forever unless I stop it. Let me stop it. Oh no, where is it?